What's up, guys? Hello and welcome back to my channel. So, sad backdrop, right? Where did Christmas go? I hope you had a great Christmas. We did. I have my vlogs up from Christmas, so go watch those, but I didn't get a ton of footage because I really tried to be present that day. It was the twins' first Christmas, and I just feel like my family is changing. Everybody's getting older, so I just really wanted to be present in the day, and it was so good and calm. I legitimately didn't take my pajamas off, I think, for like 48 hours. It was amazing. But one of my Christmas gifts is the reason I am making this video. So if I'm going to be posting a video on Tuesday about how I kind of planned my year and all that stuff in my planner. But I tell you in that video that my word is create for 2020. And I had been thinking about this since probably November. We come up with the word of the year we have for the last 3 years, and it just puts some intention into your year. It just kind of gives this rallying cry of okay, be creative. Last year it was focus, and so I really honed in on the things that I love to do and got rid of some extra activities that I don't love to do or it isn't serving me. So I really focused in last year. So this year is create. And something I've been wanting to do for probably 2 or 3 years at this point is learn how to hand letter, to learn how to Bible journal, how to do a bullet journal, which you'll see me attempt that in my next video. So I just asked for a journaling Bible, and I've been looking at different Instagram accounts and YouTube accounts about Bible journaling. And the reason for it is the last 2 years I've read the Bible in entirety. The first year was just a year, what is it called? I don't know, Bible in a year or something like that. It's really good. On the YouVersion Bible app. Download that. It's amazing. And then last year I did the same thing at Bible in a year, but I did it chronologically, so it kept the stories in order of how they actually happened, which that was really cool for me. I loved that. So this year, in my year of create and all these things, I want to take the Bible slowly, more bit by bit. I might not even get through the Bible this year because I'm going to just really go slow and digest. So I wanted a Bible journal so that way I can dissect and highlight and write notes and just really get into it. So that is what I am going to be sharing with you today. And so I got the ESV. This is a hardback. I plan on painting it later. I don't know when I'm going to paint it, but I want to paint it, but I don't know what I want to do yet. So that's why I just got a plain black one, and it's the ESV version, which that has what I've been reading for the last 2 years, and I really like it. It's a great translation. And then it just has this margin on the side for notes and all that stuff. And then there's no it's not a study Bible. I do have my NLT study Bible that I'll probably be pulling out so I could get more context and stuff in different areas. But I've been doing it. So today is January 4th. I'm filming this a day early for you guys, Soul Sundays, but I have been doing it for the last 4 days, and I just am loving it. So let me show you a little bit what I mean. So first of all, I'm going through a Bible study called I Could Do Hard Things, and it's just a video that gets sent to your email. It's from Habla Cunnington. She's a part of Truth to Table. It's really good. It's free. I didn't buy the book this time, but I think I'm going to. But she just gives you a verse, and so whatever verse she's speaking on, I have been going back after I'm done with her portion and really dissecting it. So this one is Genesis 36 verse 18 through 24, and it's the story of Joseph, and it's when Joseph is getting thrown into the pit. So if you don't know the story of Joseph, he was his dad's favorite. It's notably he was his favorite. He had a coat of many colors that his dad made him to mark him as the favorite. So needless to say, his brothers were a little jealous and they couldn't stand him. And then beyond that, he had a dream that he ruled over his brothers. And meanwhile, he's the youngest. So Joseph just didn't have it going for him with his brothers. So they decided that they wanted to get rid of him. So they saw him from afar before he came near. He was going to get them lunch because his dad told him to. And they conspired against him to kill him. They said to one another, "Here comes this dreamer." And so then off from that I marked. They only said it as a way to mock Joseph, but his dream would eventually save them. So Joseph's dream to rule over them eventually was the promise he held on to that had him rule in Egypt during a famine where his brothers needed food and they came to him. It's a great story. Joseph is one of my favorite characters. But here comes this dreamer. Like, how many of you have ever been like, oh, there she goes with her ideas again. Oh, there she goes wanting to, change the world, blah, blah, blah. And they mock you about it. But if it is a God-given dream and has been put in your heart, you hold on to that thing, because you never know that one day those same people who are mocking you might be needing you. So pursue it, okay? And then it says, "Come now, let us kill him and throw him into the pit. Then we will say a fierce animal has devoured him, and we will see what will become of his dreams." But when Reuben heard this, he rescued them out of their hands, saying, hang on, I think my kids just went outside. Hang on. Okay, let's try this again. I had to go regulate a little bit. Okay. Reuben heard it. He rescued them out of his hands. "Let us not take his life." And Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood. Throw him into this pit in the wilderness. But do not lay a hand on him." That he was thinking that he might rescue him out of their hands and restore him to his father. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the robe of many colors that he wore. And they took him and threw him into the pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. So I had underlined, they stripped him of his robe, the robe of many colors he wore. So I wrote, his favor and identity, while represented by the robe, wasn't in the robe. People can try to take the call, but what's given by God can only be taken by God. So they were trying to shame him, take his favor, take his thing, take his life. And God had anointed Joseph. He had given him the dream. He had positioned him in a way to have all that he needed to accomplish his God-given purpose. And his brothers, although they were jealous, they mocked him, they beat him, they tried to kill him, they couldn't take away what God had planned for Joseph's life. So that just speaks so much to me, because I'm in a season right now, if I'm honest with you, that I have been feeling a lot of just not positivity from people. And I have to constantly remind myself that they didn't give me my call. God did. And they don't have the authority to take it away from me. Only God can. So as long as I'm faithful to him and keep pursuing the things that he has for me, I can't help but succeed. If you continue the story of Joseph, it is so rich. I love it. So that was one of my Bible journal, and I'll show you up close. So this is how I did it. I just love it, and I got these cool markers I'll show you right now. But it's really cool. And then I'm going to read you one more, because I have to. Okay, so this was today. So this was in John 5, and it is verses 1 through 8. And this is about the man by the pool of Bethsaida that Jesus comes and heals. Okay, so it says, "Now there in Jerusalem by the sheep gate and the pool in Aramaic called Bethsaida, which is 5 roofed colonnades. In these laid a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. One man was there who had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there, he knew he had already been there a long time. He said, 'Do you want to be healed?' The sick man answered him, 'Sir, I have no one to put me in the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I am going, another steps in before me.' Jesus said, 'Get up and take your bed and walk.' And at once the man was healed, and he took up his bed and walked." And so here's my little comments. So do you want to be healed? Jesus was awakening him to what was possible, seeing where he was mentally. Do you want to be healed? And all of us would be like, duh, he's 38 by the pool. He wants this. But then we go on, it says, "Sir, I have no one to put me in the pool. And even when I do, someone gets there first." So I wrote that the man had a victim's mentality. Nobody can help me, and someone else always gets my blessing. So Jesus was like, "Hey man, do you want this or not? Because you can make excuses or you can make a way." And so this guy definitely victim mentality by that. Like, it's always someone else's fault, and it's never taking responsibility of like, I just haven't gotten there yet or whatever. It's somebody else. They didn't put me in. Or it's, my earring just fell out. Or someone gets my blessing. How many of you have ever felt that way? I know I have. Like, when's it my turn, God? They always get what I want first, and then there's nothing left for me. In my business, we call it scarcity mindset. Like, there is enough people to help. There's enough people. There's enough to go around. But I think we are always like, there's not enough. They took what was meant for me. No, they got theirs. You have yours. Come and just work for it. Side note. Okay. And then, so Jesus doesn't play into his victim mentality. He gives him 3 actions. Actions. He says, get up, take your bed, and walk. Jesus isn't going to do something for you that you're not willing to work for. Like, nothing in the Bible says it's going to be easy and the blessings just come and it's just great. Like, there's always an action to be taken. You have to hear the voice of God, and you have to listen, and you have to do what he says in order to get the blessing. He was healed when he took action. That's when he was healed, not before, when he got up. And then I also put opportunity follows action. So your opportunity that you're waiting for, that thing that you're praying for, like, get into motion. Get into motion. Even if it is through praying a little bit harder, fasting maybe a little bit more, doing the hard habit or the discipline that you know will get you there. Do it. Do it. Like, again, we go to the story of the talents. Like, God isn't just wanting this apathetic follower who's just like, oh Lord, just bless me while I just soak here. No, get up, take your mat, and walk. So anyways, getting a little too fired up there. So I just felt like those were really good for this new year. 1, God, nobody can take what God has given you. You are called, you have purpose, you are favored. And 2, don't fall into that victim mentality. Get into action, do the things. And I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. And join me for our next Soul Sunday. I know I took a couple weeks off, but we're back, baby. 2020, we're creating. All right, I hope you have a great day. Like this video, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye. I almost forgot I was going to show you the pens I'm using for my Bible journal. I love them. I got them off Amazon, but I have heard you can get them in Hobby Lobby. They are what's the brand? Creative by Design, and they have this the fruits of the spirit on them, and they're the gel, like, crayon highlighters, so they don't bleed through your pages. They come in all kinds. I got a set of 9, and they're like the cutest colors. And then I also got, look at, cutest colors. And then that's nice. No, like, you guys are super, yeah, so 9. And then I also got this set again on Amazon. I'll just link everything because I got everything off Amazon. They're really cute, and they're dual ended, so then I can write with that side, and then this side is like a traditional highlighter. This bled through my pages a little bit, but not bad. So I really like this, and again, really cute colors. I'm kind of into these like pastel-y, more muted tones for my Bible. I don't know. I just really like them. And then I just keep them in here, and then I keep a regular just ink pen to like do like boxes or circles or lines or whatever. My elevation pen from when we went to Elevation. Totally stole like, I don't know, 5 of them, and I'm down to 2. So super sad. But I have all that, and then so I just grab my Bible and this and go do my Bible journaling. I'm sure I'll get fancier with it later, but for now, this is working.